Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fabio and today we will look at how you can set up a basic contract for your ArchViz projects. We will see what are some of the elements that you should include in it, and we will talk about some of the best practices that you can structure in your business to make sure that you deliver good work and that you get paid for it. As a creative working in the field of architectural visualization, it is super important to have a well-structured contract. It not only protects you and your work, but it also sets the stage for a successful project. Now, watch this video until the end because I have a little surprise for you. Before we jump into what you need to put in your contract, you need to understand that you also need a good work proposal to go along with your contract. Every time that you approach, especially a new client that has inquired for you to do some work, you need to have a good proposal that explains how you work and what a potential project can look like once the collaboration starts. This is usually a PDF document or a Figma presentation. If the project is a small one, say just like a few images, maybe an animation, you can have a standard proposal that you send out with a generic project description of how you do things and how the work is produced. For a bigger project that includes also perhaps a marketing strategy or branding work or, I don't know, maybe a website, you can also budget the cost for making a better tailor-made proposal. A proposal is not a contract, it is not a replacement for a contract, but it is a document that you can refer to in case there is a dispute on the project. Winning a project with a strong proposal lays the foundation for a solid contract and a solid collaboration. Would you be interested in a video where we talk about how to make a good proposal for an ArchViz project? Then drop me a comment and let me know. A good contract doesn't guarantee payment. Although I believe that most clients out there do business with good intentions, one can never be too safe. To avoid surprises, always demand a 50% deposit before starting any creative work. This is to secure at least part of your time and your resources. A client who refuses to pay a deposit might be a client that was not planning to pay you in the first place. So say thank you and refuse to work with them. For returning clients, a more flexible payment system can be considered. However, a deposit it's always a safe first step. This is basically the project description. Whatever the project is about, list it as one of the first items in your contract. For instance, 5 images with 2 rounds of revisions. In your contract, always include a clear timeline that outlines not only your deliverables, but also what you need from your client and when, such as feedback or perhaps the number of revisions. It is important to specify for your client how long they have in order to give you feedback. If you have a tight deadline and the client takes 2 weeks to send you feedback and the timeline needs to be stretched, then you have a problem. Put that in your contract. When it comes to revisions, I think that once you manage to install good communication with your client, you do not need more than 2 rounds of revisions. We could expand the conversation on this topic, but for now we're just gonna leave it to that. Set a firm project completion date. This ensures that the client doesn't come back months later asking for additional work for free. Once the project is extended over the deadline, you might be able to add a change of order fee to it. Detail your payment terms and what happens if payments are delayed, because remember, you're a creative and not a bank. Delayed payments really mean that you're effectively lending money to your clients interest-free. Don't forget to define intellectual property and usage rights. We will say something about this topic in a second. Also add confidentiality, change of orders, and termination clauses. So what happens, for example, if a client cancels an image and you already worked on it, you of course need to get paid for that work. How much? Well, that's really up to you to define. All of these elements that I listed protect both parties and ensure that the execution of a project is smooth. IP and rights of usage are a very big deal when it comes to deliverable for any creative. Many years ago, I interviewed a lawyer who explained to me usage rights by comparing images to a slice of pizza. This is an interesting one, so listen up. If you buy a slice of pizza, once you eat that slice of pizza, the pizza is gone. You enjoyed yourself eating it and perhaps you're no longer hungry. That slice of pizza has served this purpose. If you want to have another slice, you have to pay for it. Now, if you make an image for an architect that is using it to try and win a competition, once the image has been submitted for the competition, the image has fulfilled its duty. Now, you can definitely agree on the fact that the architect can use that image for their portfolio, but what if the architect takes those images and pass them on to a marketing agency? And those images end up being placed in a real estate brochure. Effectively, those images are fulfilling more than the task that they were initially designed for. At that point, your client is breaching the usage right for those images. Those images are now generating more value for the project. Trust me, this is a very big problem because you as a creative are not getting a cut. In the beginning of you trying to start a creative company, this detail might seem irrelevant, but over time, when you will have people on payroll that depend on you, you will want to make sure that you get paid correctly for the work that you do. So yeah, usage rights and IP are really, really important. With these key points, your contract will not only protect you, but it will also build trust with your clients, ensuring a successful collaboration every time. In the video description, there is a link to a downloadable one-pager contract template that you can use to create your own contract. It is free, just go get it. I would love to know if it helped you somehow. Now, do you need help with the reviewing or setting up a contract? Then please send me an email and let me take a look at it. I can also help you set up a nice project proposal that you can send out once you get an inquiry. This way, both your proposal and your contract can help you ensure that your business is client-proof. This is everything that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you found some value in this video. Thanks a lot for watching and see you guys next time.